Over 42,000 OpenClaw instances got exposed this week because they were not set up securely. API keys, conversations, full shell access, all open to anyone on the internet. If you don't want to be on that list, this video is for you. In this video, I'll show you how to quickly set up OpenClaw on Hostinger in just a few clicks, and that too securely without the risk of getting hacked. You can simply expand the description and click on the Hostinger link, and it will take you to this page. I'll select KVM2 and click on deploy, and you will land on this page. Here you can select 1 month to begin with and click on continue. Next, you can fill up all of your billing details and complete the payment. Once the payment is done, you will land on this page. Now at the top, you will see this auto-generated OpenClaw gateway token. You need to click on this I button and copy it safely somewhere. Next, you need to provide Anthropic API key or OpenAI API key. OpenClaw can use any of these API keys. And here you can provide your WhatsApp number. This is where OpenClaw agent will communicate with you. So you can go to platform.clawd.com, click on Get API Key, and copy that over here. For now, I'll create an API key on OpenAI and paste it over here. And here you can enter your WhatsApp number. Now in the background, Hostinger is deploying OpenClaw on your VPS. And it is complete. It took around 2 minutes. Now, on this dashboard, if you click on this arrow, you will see your container name. At the top, we have this button for the terminal. We can click on this button and get into our virtual machine. And here we can run any command lines if we need. We can update or stop our container from here and view the logs by clicking on this. Now, to access OpenClaw dashboard, you can simply click on this port link and it will take you to a dashboard like this. If you see any issues on this dashboard where you're not able to click these buttons, try deleting this project from here. And once that is deleted, go to catalog, search for OpenClaw and click on deploy. And it will redeploy your OpenClaw project. And hopefully next time you will be able to access everything as expected. Right now, it shows the status as disconnected. And we can connect it by going to the overview and entering our OpenClaw gateway token over here. This is the token we saved while setting up our instance. But right now you can see this not secure message because we are accessing this dashboard on plain HTTP. It means that if you send your token from here, anyone can interpret it if they are on your network path. Let's fix that with proper HTTPS. We will use Caddy. So we will go to the terminal by clicking on this button. And then we need to execute these 4 steps one by one. First, we will install Caddy. Then we will configure Caddy. Then we'll restart it. And finally, we will restart OpenClaw. So let's copy all of these 3 commands. Go back to terminal and paste and run them. Now Caddy is already present, so we will not overwrite it. And this is complete. Next, we need to configure Caddy. So we need to run this command, but before that, we need to change our host name. We can get it from here. Let's copy this entire thing and replace this over here. Next, we need to replace our port. We can get the port from here. Just copy it from here and replace over here. Let's copy this command, go back to terminal and paste the command over here. And this is complete. Now let's restart Caddy. Let's paste the command, run it, and it's successfully restarted. Now finally, we need to restart our OpenClaw container. We can get the container name from here. Let's copy it, go back and replace it over here. And now let's run this command. And it's successfully restarted. Now we can access our OpenClaw dashboard on this domain. Let's copy it and open it in a new tab. And this time you won't see that insecure message because this time we are accessing it on HTTPS. Now let's quickly walk through what we are seeing here. The left sidebar has 4 main sections. Chat, this is your active conversation with the AI. Then control section, which has overview, channels, instances, sessions, and cron job. Overview is where we connect with our dashboard. This is where we provide the OpenClaw gateway token that we saved when we were setting up our instance. And now since we are on HTTPS, we can safely paste that token over here. After pasting it, click on connect, and you will see the status as connected. In the channels, you will see all the connected channels from where you can interact with this agent: WhatsApp, Telegram, Discord, Google Chat, etc. In instances, you can see all the running agent processes. In sessions, you can see all of your chat history. And in cron jobs, you can see all the scheduled tasks. Next, we have the agent section. And in agents tab, you can configure AI behavior and personality. In skills tab, you can enable or disable tools. So there is a long list of built-in skills that you can enable and allow your agent to use. Notes is for distributed setups. Settings has config for system settings, debug for troubleshooting, and logs. Overall, I have found this dashboard to be a little flaky. So instead of setting up things in other tabs, I think it's better if you rely on config and the command line. So let's go to config, then let's go to agents, then scroll down to the model section, and I'll replace the primary model with OpenAI GPT 5.2 because I have configured OpenAI API key. Then let's click on apply, and it is saved. Now, if we go to chat and send a message, hi, we can see the reply from LLM. It means that it's successfully connected. And now here we can ask it how to connect with Telegram. And it has given a detailed response. And there are some glitches like these where the screen turns entirely gray. So we can just switch to another tab and back to chat and it will clear up. These are all the steps we need to follow to connect Telegram. So it says open botfather and then run /new bot. So let's search botfather and launch botfather. I have already logged in Telegram, and that's how I'm able to use it. Now to create a new bot, we need to run new bot. Let's call it OpenClaw test 02. And now we need to choose a username for the bot. Let's try another one. And this is accepted. Then go back to our dashboard. Let's go to config. Then open channels. Here we see this error message, unsupported schema node. It means that we don't have any section for Telegram yet in our config. So to fix it, we can click on draw and then search if we have any section for channels here. We don't have it yet. Let's add this section over here. It says in channels we have Telegram, where the DM policy is allow list, and only these allow listed users will be allowed to interact with the agent. And we will add our user ID over here soon. Let's click on apply. Okay, we need to remove comma at the end. Now let's click on apply. And now it's successfully added. Now we can switch to the form view of channels. And now we can scroll down. And I think to begin with, most of you will need to enable send message in the actions. Next, if we scroll down, we need to paste the Telegram bot token that we got over here. Let's go back and paste it over here and click on apply. We need one more thing over here, which is allow from. We need the user ID. Let's go back to Telegram and click on this bot link, and it will take us to this bot. Let's start a conversation. Now we don't see a response over here. That's because this user is not yet whitelisted with OpenClaw. You can get the ID by searching for user info bot. Just open this link, open in web, and start the chat. And copy the ID from here. And go back and paste it under allow from. Then click on apply. And now, if you send a message saying hi, you will get a response back from OpenClaw. And instead of adding the token over here in this config, we could have also run the commands manually in our terminal here. To configure OpenClaw from terminal, we can run this command. Don't forget to replace the container name with your container name, which you can get from here. Let me copy this command, go to terminal and run this command. And now this is the manual way of doing things. So you can set up various things from here. Next, let's say you want to set up certain skills. So you can navigate to skills, hit enter again. It's saying show homebrew install command, enter. And you can select npm as the node package manager. And here you can navigate by pressing down arrow, and you can press space to select something. Again, move down, press space, and you can select multiple of these skills at once. And then you can hit enter and those skills will be installed. And I want to call out one thing. So if you go to skills and look at the list of built-in skills, if you try to install them, you will see this error, brew not installed. So I would suggest using the command line approach of going here and just starting the configure command and set up all of these skills. Now let's come back to OpenClaw dashboard and go to chat. Here you can start your new session by clicking on this button. And here we can run the command /start. It has given us a list of files that it has. You can read through these to get an idea on what exactly each of these files contain. And in fact, if you go to agents, then go to files, you will see multiple of these files. These are basically segregation of system prompt instructions on the basis of their type. So you can always open it and add your contents over here and then click on save. Now to keep this video focused on secure deployment, we won't dive deep into customization, but everything is editable through these files. So from the security standpoint, we have taken care of a couple of things. First is, now we are on HTTPS endpoint. It means that our token won't be sent as a simple text over the network. And you may want to add this gateway token to your secret manager or any other tool that you're using, because you will need it every time you open it. Next, our setup is completely sandboxed. It means that OpenClaw is running as a container in our virtual machine, and OpenClaw can't do anything outside of that container. At least your VM will not be compromised. And in the channels, we have set up Telegram, but we have specifically listed our bot's ID so that no one else can interact with this agent. There are a number of other things to improve security, which are taken care of by Hostinger behind the scenes, so we don't have to worry about them. Just make sure not to give or enable too many skills which you don't trust. The 42,000 exposed instances, they skipped these security steps, but you did not. Let me know if you face any issues or have any questions in the comments. And don't forget to watch this video next, which explains the rise of Clawdbot, Moltbot, OpenClaw, Moltbook, and how dangerous it can be to use these without a proper setup.